but I root for these guys. You're not supposed to do that. I'm doing it. I don't care. But anyway, here's highlight reel for our first half there.
Perry play fake 1st and 5, throws to the right side, caught at the 5, caught, walking into the end zone, Je'Quan Burton, touchdown, FAU! Out of the shotgun, Perry, play fake, steps up, lofts, left side of the end zone, diving catch, touchdown, FAU, Je'Quan Burton! He's going to throw deep on the right sideline, wide open man, caught at the 45 of Ohio, inside the red zone of Ohio, it's Je'Quan Burton. He's going to loft it deep down the right sideline, and he has a receiver at the 30, at the Purdue 20, and running out of bounds inside the 20s, Je'Quan Burton. 3-step drop out of the shotgun for Perry, winds up.
How often, buddy, do you sit around watching your own highlights?
I don't watch them much. That's a first right there.
If I had a highlight reel, that's all I would do at night. I cancel my cable and everything. I could just sit there and watch my highlight reel. How are you, bro?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
We're good.
Yeah, we're excited to see you on here, man.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Nah, man. So before the season started, myself and one of our other guys, Rob, were out at a practice, and you came up to us, and you're like, "Who the hell are you guys?" You're like, "Who are you guys?" And I said, "Man, that dude." And then Coach Warner, we asked because you walked away, we didn't get your name or anything. Said, "Who was that?" And he told us who you were, and I'm like, "Yeah, we got to get him on the show because he seems like a good dude." And then you messed it up, man. I had to replace you because game one, you had a huge game. We'll get into all that in a couple of minutes. And Nick, there's Nick the Flick right here. So Nick is
how you doing, Nick?
What's up, brother?
Football coach.
Youth. I'm on the youth level of coaching. You know what I mean? Not on your level, but I've done a little few things with the youth. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
Nick is the Nose guy. I'm gonna get to know you a little bit, but that second game. I think it was the first offensive play. You kind of got your bell rung, and I was literally, I'm like, oh no, because this is I was rooting for you. B, you're the only guy on the team that I knew at that point. So I'm like, oh no, he can't go out for the season. And you were down for a while, but then Jerron.
What'd you get? Concussion protocol? They put you on?
Yeah. So I got knocked out. Lost two of my bottom teeth. And, I was banged up pretty bad.
Oh, man. Well, you're all good now, right?
Yes, sir.
That's good, bro. That's good. You get them teeth replaced or what?
Yeah, I just actually got some new ones like 2 or 3 days ago.
Was that the first time you had an injury like that, a concussion injury, or is this?
One that's severe as that? Yeah, yes, sir. That was the first one that, I was knocked out. So, it was kind of hard trying to, do the protocol and come back from one like that, but I got through it.
You came back quick too. I mean, you only missed the game.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
that's awesome.
So let me start, and we don't go in chronological order here, so we're gonna bounce all over the place.
That's all good.
But Jones High School,
yes,
where
sir.
you went in Central Florida, correct?
Yes, sir.
Why is this such a high school that just bangs out Division I college players? What's going on? What's in the water up there?
I don't know. I mean, it's been like that for years. Honestly, if I'm dating back to the 80s, 70s, it always has been a hot spot in Orlando. Pretty small school. A lot of people didn't know it, so it's not a real big powerhouse for guys up in Maryland or guys up in Idaho to know Jones. And we got a coach by the name of Coach Elijah Williams, and he kind of came in and he had a plan, and now he got us playing all these teams from different states, so he's putting Jones where they can show who we are. We've been Jones, it's just he's allowing it to be seen nationwide.
So he's attracting players from. So that's a good sign of a good program, Oh, absolutely,
yes,
yeah.
Yeah, so I read that you were one of 12 players to come out of Jones that went to Division I, and then you ended up going up north. You ended up going to Southern Illinois.
Yes, sir.
So, but you had a scholarship I read somewhere else. Was it Marshall or?
Marshall?
Yeah, I had one in Marshall. Yep.
FAMU was looking at you too, ain't it?
Yes, I had FAMU as well. Yeah,
All
Marshall
right.
came they came pretty late, and yeah, FAMU was another good option I had.
Right.
Why Southern Illinois? What was it?
Truthfully, the OC at the time, me and him had built a real strong relationship. He would come down to see me a lot. We'll talk on the phone a lot. So his name was John Van Dam, and he was a good guy. So I kind of built that relationship with him, and we both kind of seen offenses the way that
You like?
yeah, the way that I like. He likes shifty small guys. So we just hit it off, and he was a big reason why I went there.
Made you feel comfortable that that's where you needed to be.
Always, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, bro.
So what
real.
brought you back down here?
Just I actually went the JUCO route. COVID happened, so I had a few D2 offers up north, and my granny was actually sick here. So my plan all along was to try to go JUCO and then get a school in Florida, and she was sick, so I just wanted to be able to play, where she can at least see me on TV, or she can actually come up here and see me play. And she actually got to come see me for the first time play week 1. So that was it felt like
That's
everything
special.
I did paid off for me. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's special. Absolutely. Hey, I'm pretty sure you played youth football. Would you play Pop Warner or what?
Yes, sir. Pop Warner. I
Yeah.
played Pop Warner.
That's awesome. I coached Pop Warner for a few years.
I started when I was 6. Probably finished
Pee-wees.
about 13. Yeah, I was a tiny mite though. I started.
Oh, tiny mite, Pee-wees.
Mhm.
I've coached Pee-wees, the junior midgets. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
That's when it started to get
say
serious.
that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, call them little kids or something.
Yeah. But that's awesome. So, hey, I got a question for you. Right now, on the top of your head, because we looked at your stats and all these things. You traveled, to different schools and things like that. But where you are right now, which coach do you feel that's impacted your life that you feel that's helped you put you where you're at right now? If you had to name only one coach that you right out the gate, who's that guy?
Coach Will, off the rip. Just the first day I got to Jones, me and him had like a one-on-one for about an hour in his office, and he just told me like, man, outside of football, like it's more to it. Like you have to be the superior student, you got to be this superior person. Like you have to, the way you got to carry yourself, the way you got to act. Like it just can't be, oh, Je'Quan Burton is great at football. So he was kind of like that first person that really like set me down in front of my face and said, hey, listen, this is the picture.
Right. Yeah. This is the picture, because it's not all gravy and easy. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Hey, so I got to ask you to help me out here. So here's just the real brief, all right?
Mm-hmm.
A year ago, I knew nothing about college football. I grew up in the Northeast, and so did Nick, and he can tell you in the Northeast, college sport, you get your Yankees, your Mets, your Giants, your Jets. That's it. College, it's like, I don't know. So I just never got into it. We started doing this show. Guys telling me all about college football. You got to college is great. College football is so much better than the pros. The very first college football game that I ever watched, beginning to end, was the same one Granny watched you at, week 1, when I was working the sidelines. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I'm all in on you guys. I mean, I'm traveling to Tampa next week with you guys. And
yes, sir. We appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, and I appreciate the opportunity. But this nil, all right? Explain to me in sort of like dummy terms, because I saw that you had posted last week that I don't know, I thought it was like an agency or an agent, that you're part of this nil. I don't understand any of it. I know that now you can make money, and that's good, but give me like the dopey version for me.
So basically, I just signed with an NIL agency, First Choice Sports, and basically, I mean, I got a contract with them, and you can kind of get into the contract. off camera sometime. But yeah, I pretty much got a contract with these guys where they give me deals and they send me to these places to do different stuff with different companies, and I get compensated for it.
Oh, so they're just like an agent.
Yeah,
Right.
just an agency, yes, sir.
Okay.
And how do you? Go ahead.
I was going to ask: is it hard to get nil deals without the agency, or I mean, why go with the agency as opposed to all that money for yourself?
Yeah, for me personally, it's just the time of it and having somebody that can deal with that while I deal with football. So I let him tell me, hey, I need you to go here, or I need you to sign this, or this is getting sent to your house. Put your name on it and send it back to me. I'd rather somebody handle that and just let me worry about football and being the best player I can be, so I can try to get to that next level.
That's awesome, man. I mean, aside from making money and stuff like that, overall though, do you think this helps college football players, or do you think like how do you feel like? Because I mean, it's readily it's pretty fresh now that players are able to do this. But do you think in some way does it hurt or does it help? You know what I mean?
Honestly, I don't feel like it could ever hurt. I feel like what it does, it helps a lot of student athletes. Everybody can't go to the league, unfortunately. So
right.
I do think that guys, or they are playing in college, they should get compensated. And some guys get paid more than others. Depending on that person, player, however it pans out. But yeah, I do think a lot of guys should be able to get compensated back in college because, like I said, everybody's not gonna go to the league and be a millionaire. So
Right. No doubt.
What? How'd you spend the bye week? What'd you do? Anything fun? Anything good?
I went golfing with the kickers and a few of the tight ends.
You golf?
No, it's my actually first time on the course. I just want to kind of get out there and just do something different. See something new.
I hear you. How do you feel about it?
That's pretty fun, man. I'm actually pretty good at it. I'm actually a pretty good natural. I'm kind of natural with it. So
really, you
yeah,
get a couple long drives.
Oh yeah, I had a few. I had a lot of them going to the woods though, but I did have a few that stayed on the
that
green.
went straight.
Yeah.
Ain't it exciting though when you see that little thing and you be like, can I just hit it like over 250, bro?
Nah, that is it's
exciting. It's a very challenging but very relaxing game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I love it, man. I play at least once or twice a week. I suck, but I play.
Oh, I was gonna say you pretty good, huh?
No. I'm not good. But I do love it, bro. I love it. I wish I would have picked it up sooner. I used to knock it when I was younger and be like, oh, that's for old people and stuff. But nah, it's a good game, man. It's a good game. Cool game. Yeah. You got me excited when you said I went to play golf. I'm gonna be like, yo, we need to go hit some. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
So dude, one of the things that I thought was so cool, besides you coming up and introducing yourself to us sort of at the practice, was at game one, I mean, you're good. You're good.
I appreciate it.
You're tearing it up. And you make it look so easy when you're out there.
Yes, sir.
And obviously you got talent and you're gifted.
Yes,
but
sir.
How hard do you have to work to play that good on a Saturday? I mean, what goes – because people look and they see the glory. They say, oh, man, you got multiple touchdowns. Did you see that? But they don't – it's not like you just roll out of bed on Saturday afternoons once a week.
But, I mean, the work, it been put in since the winter. So it's like since the winter, I just been working and grinding and just sharpening this iron and just sharpening it all the way up until, actually game time. And then, when that game week come, you still sharpening, but you kind of fine tuning it. Now you're not really sparring. You punching a punching bag. You letting everything go. And that's kind of just what happened game one. I just kind of just let everything go, played free.
But what's a day like? What's a day right now during the season in the life? You're up. Do you go to practice? Do you go to weights? Do you go to class? What's a day like?
All right, so I get up. I typically wake up every day 4:30. Start off my day by just praying and just, breathing, get my, just clear my mind, clear my body, just get myself ready for the day. Walk my dog, put them up, and then I'm on to the facility. Hot tub, getting rolled out, stretching, making sure that I'm ready for practice. Go eat breakfast. Then we straight into meetings for about an hour, 2 hours. After meetings, we went to practice. Practice for 2 hours. Today we was kind of short, but practice typically 2 hours. Get out of practice. I'm back in the training room, stretching it out, getting everything good right before I hit the road. Go to lunch, come back home. Just try to decompress again, play with the dog a little bit, sit on the porch, read, just try to decompress, let my mind come back. When you're out there for 2 hours in a football practice, everything moving fast, you never get to actually just sit back and breathe. So I just kind of sit back and breathe for a while. And then, some days I might have to go to my chiropractor guy that I go and work out with and do hand and eye coordination with. And some days, I just go to my gym in my apartment. I'm just stretching and rolling out and just trying to keep my body fresh. Like, I play receiver, so, I know that, nicks and bruises happen year round. So I just try to keep those nicks and bruises at a minimum so I can play the whole season.
Stay limber.
Yeah.
And so a night like tonight, pretend you weren't hanging out with us knuckleheads,
Yeah.
right? What would you be doing right now? Are you binge watching Netflix? Are you reading? Are you working out?
What time is it right now? It's about
8:15.
8:30 almost.
I'll be getting the Epsom salt bath about right now. So that's what I'll be doing right now. I'm just getting the Epsom salt bath, going over my plays in there, just really winding down, getting ready for tomorrow.
As you progress from youth into college now, because like I said, I'm a youth guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do the playbooks get really, really complicated, or do the plays basically stay the same and it's just that the whole verbiage change and stuff? You know what I mean? With little things added here and there. I'm just guessing. You know what I mean?
No, it definitely gets advanced. It definitely gets advanced, but typically, 38, 39, that's
that
still
all the same.
That stuff is still the same, yeah. But,
right.
It definitely gets a little tricky up in there.
And on game day, getting ready for practice, I see you with the headphones on.
Yes,
Who
sir.
you rocking in the headphones? Who's in the headphones? Who's in your ear, getting you hyped up?
It really just depends on the day. But lately, I really been on my Meat Mill lately.
I like Meat.
I like
him.
I just like the way he inspired, the way he taught. He make you, think.
Make you want to get up and get ill.
Yeah, more to it. Like I kind of grew up, not having it. So when he talk, I feel him.
Right.
So, yeah,
Meat
is definitely one.
I saw a video, Kodak Black in the locker room with you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How was that?
That was lit. That was fun. I've been listening to Kodak since, middle school, going to the bus stop. So to see him actually in my face and just be able to interact with him and be like, hey, he actually cool. Like, he not just no industry person that's coming around.
Seems like he is, definitely.
Yeah, he's cool. So
how he gives back to his peoples over there and where he come from and everything. So he does seem very cool. But I caught that video because you happen to know he just transferred from Norfolk State. He's a long snapper. His name is I forgot his name. Dozer. Do you know a kid on the team, Dozer? He's a long snapper. Yeah. He just transferred from Norfolk State over there. He's not a starter or nothing. He's hoping to get up on there, but his name is Kenny Dozer.
Oh yeah, I did know Kenny. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I coached that kid for a few years. Yeah. Crazy thing is, he was never a long snapper. You know
Seriously?
what I mean? He was always on the line, and then all of a sudden, he was helping a friend out, and he ended up getting a college scholarship as a long snapper. Isn't that crazy how things go?
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty quiet though. He don't.
He's always been like that. Yeah. But yeah, he was the one that sent the video that I saw the video with Kodak Black in the locker room. Yeah, he had y'all lit. Y'all all around him. Yeah. That was awesome, bro. That was really awesome.
Hey, so a couple of favorite NFL team. Who do you root for?
Whew, I like the whole league. I'm not gonna lie to you. I flip through channels of watching everybody, but
That's coming from a guy who wants to get drafted. That's why he's saying that.
but if I'm talking about a few teams, I really like the Chargers right now. I'm big on the Chargers right now. I think they're gonna be the sleeper to get into the Super Bowl. I'm liking the Miami Dolphins. I just like them, their offense, the way it runs, like quickness. I like that. And another team I've been watching is the Texans. Just them having a young team and seeing them actually win games with a lot of young guys on their team. It's pretty cool to watch.
Any NFL players, present or past, that you sort of look up to or that inspire you or that you sort of model your game around?
Ocho Cinco is the first one that always come to mind. Just the feet
Mr. McDonald's.
Facts. Just the feet that he had. I don't know if I could mimic the feet that he had, but Jesus, just the way he ran routes, the way he told you what he was gonna run, and he was a dog about it, and he told you what he was gonna run it, and he ran it on you, and he caught the ball on you. So he's definitely the guy that I always, whenever I feel like I'm playing a tougher opponent or I need to go on my bag, I always go watch the Ocho Cinco tape.
I hear you.
You know what I love about Ocho Cinco is he would go on Twitter and say, "Hey, I'm going over to La Cienega in West Hollywood to the laundromat. Anybody wants to join me? I'll pay for you to do your laundry." And he would do that.
Yeah.
They say he's real cool. They say he is. They say he is. He seems like it, very down to earth and stuff. He's not fancy. You know what I mean?
Nah.
He's not fancy at all. He's really cheap.
Yeah.
McDonald's he eats McDonald's like 3 times a day. That dude.
That's his
thing. Know what I mean? Yeah, ain't it? So man. So even though the season just started and everything, and you guys are 1-3 right now, I believe it is 1-3.
Yes,
you're eighth in the Atlantic Conference. What do you think what do you think that the team needs to put in place or to do a little better to make sure that you compete and make that uphill climb for the rest of the season to hopefully take that conference?
I think we just need to build, just consistency, throughout the game, being able to hold the consistency throughout the whole game. And I feel like we're doing a great job of that. Like I said, we had a bye week, and then this week of practice, we looked real sharp, looked real good. So, I mean, we looking to come out and just make a run and try to win this thing.
Well, you guys are 0-0 at this point, really, when it comes down to it, right? And
yes,
so,
sir.
Again, I'm a novice when it comes to college football, but I picked up on something in the last game, and I don't know if you can or you can't answer this question, but you guys played faster, if that makes sense, on offense, and you seem to be really successful when you played faster. Does that make sense the way I'm saying that, or no?
Yeah, it does. And kind of bouncing off what you're saying, we believe that also that when we play fast, a lot of teams can't mess with us. When we play fast and we know what we're doing, we're actually unguardable. So we try to interpret that more into our game and just use it as a weapon. Don't try to overuse it, don't underuse it, but use it as a weapon and just make it vital.
Is that part of strategy though, so the defense don't get time to
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Right. How has so with Coach Herman coming in here this year, and it's all the culture changed the culture, and we got a behind the scenes that day, and we saw so much cool stuff. Your nutritionist, that was the wildest thing in the world. We went into the cafeteria, Nick, and there's cups with smoothies, and they have everybody's name because the nutritionist knows
what they need and what they want.
He's out there. How has the culture changed?
It changed tremendously. Just from what you're saying, like with the nutrition and stuff. That's a big up from what I'm used to and what we're used to here at FAU, and then just coach coming in and the way that he instills his plan through love and caring and stuff like that makes you want to play more for the person next to you than you just coming in. Oh, we finna play football. Here's your playbook. Here's your playbook. So
he's more of a player's coach.
yeah, he's more of a player's coach, and he's more loving. Like he wants us to love each other more than just be teammates. Hey, you got this, you got that. No, brother, you have this, you got that. You know, so I feel like that's the big difference in from the years I've been here to now.
Right. Now, well, it does make a difference.
And I'm not knocking Coach Tag at all or what.
No. It makes a difference. I know exactly what you mean. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like I said, I'm on a way more lower scale. But I mean, the difference on way you talk to a kid and express certain things that you see in him, compliment him, show that you care a little bit. On Saturday, it brings that much more out of that person. 100%. I 100% know what you're saying, man. 100%.
Yeah, spot on.
When we requested you to come on,
yes, sir.
Did you ask Je'Quan? Did it come up at all? Hey, how was this? Should I do it? Hey, did Je'Quan say no? Run is like as fast as you can, or
he said he loved you guys. He said he had fun.
He wouldn't answer the questions like the one you just asked, because I was after game 2, and this dude had a big game in 2 and 3. I mean, he's all over the field. This guy, he's not, so I kind of asked the question. I said, how not aggravating, but how, you know, when the offense is struggling and the defense is really pulling the weight of the game, you know, how does that make you feel? And he should run for politics, run for president, because he couldn't answer the question. He's like, no, we're all in this together. And I mean, look, if you're scoring touchdowns all day and the offense is lighting it up, and your defense is just like I don't know, who's like the Broncos defense, that would have to annoy you, I would imagine. So here's something that he wouldn't answer, and I was on Coach Herman's Monday press conference, or this conference call that he does. Yeah. And this kind of came up, but how important is it when you go to a place like, and I know that you weren't there this year, but when you go to a place like Clemson and you get 80, 90,000 people and you literally can feel the ground shake from the people in the stands, as opposed to playing in front of a 25%, 30% full stadium. Yeah. How much is it? And I really want you to answer this, because before you do, I'll set it up, all right? And Coach Herman brought this up. The Tampa Rays, I don't know if you follow baseball, they're in the playoffs, and they had the lowest attendance in 100 years for a playoff game yesterday. Wow. But this is a South Florida thing. It happens at the Marlins. It'll happen at the Dolphins once they start to stink it up like they always do midway through the season. You'll get on StubHub for $25. I thought that your stadium would be more full. And the crowd that's there is loud, and I get it, and you love them, and they're fellow students, and, you know, they come out and support. But, I mean, there's a lot more people that need to get out to those games, in my opinion, and fill that place up to make it rock. Now, I asked Coach Herman, I said, look, what can I do to help? And he says, whatever. So I said, I'll grab a bullhorn and go around campus at 2:00 in the morning, waking people up.
Get up.
And Coach Herman said, look, I'll come get you out of jail so you can do that. But I'm a guy who rallies. I motivate people. So I'm going to motivate people to show up to these games. But how important is it to play in front of, how much does it affect you to play in front of a full crowd as opposed to half a crowd?
I mean, it's very affecting, just the vibe of the game, the electricity you can feel coming off of the fans and out of the stadium. I mean, it's huge. And like Coach Herm said, I'll chip in and help them get you out of jail. You can get more people in. A lot of those, you know, students and stuff, you know, they be hammered at the tailgates, and some of them just don't make it in.
They passed out outside the stadium.
Yeah, but Coach Herm, that we do got some stuff where, you know, this week we're taking our hour walk through the student tailgate, so we're not coming off the regular way. We're actually going through the tailgate. So we do got stuff implemented to where we're trying to be around them and just try to draw them in, right, you know, into the game with us. So that's what we got there.
We got to get some people there for sure. Look, I know the team goals. The team goals are to win the conference and to go to a bowl.
And then once we start winning, right now right now we still look like a losing program. We're 1-3. They don't know. They just think, oh, they're the same team from last year. So once we start winning, we bring the championship game to Boca. I guarantee we'll have way more fans in the stands.
Absolutely.
We got to get them. So what's the story now? Do you get free Reese's peanut butter cups, or what's the thing with Reese's? Reese's said that you're one of the best guys, you're the best looking guy in the league, so you get free. What is the Reese's thing? I know that you and somebody else were named on.
Is that part of your NIL?
Nah.
Okay.
I wish.
Yeah.
So me and Evan.
I wish.
He actually went to Jones High School as well. So we both was on the Reese's watch list, Reese's Bowl watch list. It's a Senior Bowl, the highest prestigious Senior Bowl there is right now. And I think they got like a 92 or 93% draft rating out of that Senior Bowl game. So it's a big one. And I'm hoping to get there. I know he's hoping to get there.
And what's the goal? What are the personal goals? I mean, obviously, you just said it. It's to get drafted.
But you mean as far as statistics or just like personal goals?
Personal goals. Past this season, past football. Let's say you get drafted. Let's say you play 20 years for the Niners, and you win 4 Super Bowls. What do you want to do after that?
I want to be a Hall of Famer. Truthfully, I want to wear a gold jacket. I didn't start playing this game for no reason. I didn't start playing this game at 6-year-old to be a regular. So I do want to be a Hall of Famer. And after that, I don't know. I'd probably be dip and dab into a little bit of entrepreneurship. Probably get a restaurant here, laundromat here. Just dip and dab into the community. I'm really big on giving back to my city and giving back to my community. So that's something I have to do.
I was gonna ask you that. Do you ever attend any camps or things like that to speak or motivate or help out or do you do anything like that?
So I go back to my high school and I just kind of talk to the team every now and then. I just let them know I try
listen to coach.
I try to give them the free game before somebody else, before they have to experience it themselves. So I try to bring it into them before they have to go and do it themselves. And I want to do an outreach in the community. Hopefully Thanksgiving. Me and a couple of my friends, we're trying to put something together in Orlando. Maybe give out plates or something for Thanksgiving. Right. And then I really want to go back to my elementary school. 5th grade teacher, Miss Murphy, last day of 5th grade. She was a great, wonderful teacher. Just to see her cry, and just to see her, hug me and know, like, she knew that I had something in me that I didn't know that I had in me. And she used to always tell me that. And, for it to actually flourish and for me to actually see what she saw back then when I was 12 years old, I feel like I just owe her. I owe her. That's awesome, man. Just words at least.
Right. How important are people like that in life, man? Because I feel like everybody has greatness inside of them, but very few of them realize it or have the motivation to bring it out. You have this 4th grade or 5th grade teacher,
5th grade, yeah.
5th grade, that inspired you now getting ready to go on into the NFL. I mean, that made a big difference. How important, how important is that in life for people?
It's for me, I can't speak for everybody because I don't know how they interpret great people in their lives. But for me at the moment, I just didn't really understand. Like, the words that she was saying, it was like, okay, I'm ready to go home. Okay, I get it. I'm ready to go home. But now when I, sit back and I see it all play out, it's like, dang, man, like, she really saved me from a lot of stuff that could have ended me down a whole different path where I wouldn't even be where I'm at today. So, I mean, I thank God for just putting her in my life.
No doubt.
Letting her teach me for, the months that she did and guide me. Because, boy, I was a problem when I was a kid. So,
Right, I feel you. You didn't even realize it until
yeah,
you wisened up. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
understand. I get it 100. I got somebody like that in my life as well. You know.
You can't talk about me right in front of my face, Nick.
But I know exactly. You know, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Exactly what you're talking about, bro. And it's wonderful. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it absolutely is. You know, people really don't realize. You know, just certain people do certain things, say certain things, and you might not realize it at that moment. But there always comes a time in your life where you'll be in a certain situation or whatever, and you'll be like, "Yo, that's what they were talking about."
Yep.
And you end up learning and realizing, you know, like I was such a dumbass. Oh, excuse me, I was so stupid. You know what I mean? I should have, you know. And then you always keep it in mind. You know what I mean? When you get to see those people, whatever, you always let them know. You know what? It was those words that put me in the right place at the right time. Just because you said something to me that I didn't realize then, but I realize now.
Yep.
That's awesome, bro.
Anybody that wants to follow Je'Quan, all right? And now, so that your teammates, they call you Bert? Because that's what John, when I asked about you, he's like, yeah, Bert's good. Bert's good. Like, all right, Bert, okay.
Yeah.
They can follow you on Instagram, right? At
J.Bert.
Yeah. .8, right?
.8.
Okay. And you're on Twitter, you're
Je'Quan Burton 5 on Twitter. Yes, sir.
No, you great. So I have one final question for you. Growing up in Central Florida, around Orlando area there, the best theme park. You got one. You're gonna spend the day. You're gonna get. This is your nil deal. All right. You guys are gonna call you and they're gonna say, look, you're gonna have lifetime. We can't give you any money, but you do a little commercial and you got lifetime at this park. Which park are you picking?
You gotta go. That's tough. I actually I like Universal a lot, but I mean Disney got 5 parks. I mean you can pretty much pick and choose what you want to do in Disney.
You only get one of them. Magic Kingdom's a park. Epcot's a park. Universal's a park. Islands of Adventure is a park.
Yeah, you got to go Disney. Unfortunately, you got to go Disney. I mean, it's 5 theme parks. I mean, you can choose what you want to do. It's a different theme park for every different age, in my opinion. So you got to go Disney.
All right, well, you're the expert. You grew up there. I would I got a 10-year-old, so we just got done doing Disney. Now we're starting on Universal, and I'm like, thank goodness, man. Universal for adults here. I'm tired of riding the teacups.
Yeah,
I was never a Disney. I was never a Disney thing.
No, that's the only thing. Like the rides.
I was always Busch Gardens or Universal. You know what I mean? Even my kids, when I took them, they were. When I took my kids, my son was 6 and my daughter was 11, and they didn't even like Disney.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, they rides aren't that.
They were just saying, yo, everything there is like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were like, you know. So they were like, no, we want to go to the real rides.
Facts.
All right, prediction. You guys are. I don't know. You're allowed to talk about this. Not allowed to. I just talk. That's all. And if you can't answer a question, don't answer. But you guys are 3.5-point favorites going into this game. You guys gonna win this game this Saturday?
I believe we are. You know, I strongly believe we will. We got a great plan going in this week, offense and defensively. And kind of like I told you earlier in the show, for the last 2 weeks, I've been seeing iron sharpen iron for 2 straight weeks. So I'm really excited to see what we be about on Saturday.
Awesome, man. I'm excited to be there and watch it. Pre-game, post-game, something. You see me again. I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would thank you for coming on. It was fantastic. Please say good things to anyone else that may come on. We would love to have you back. You know, we got ghosted last week. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, somebody ghosted us. One of your wide receiver cohorts there. and we got tipped off that he doesn't like doing interviews. Yeah. And she couldn't believe that he agreed to it. And when I researched him, nothing on the internet. Yeah. Like, this guy's never been interviewed before.
Oh, so you're going to get the exclusive. You thought you were going to get an exclusive.
So look, if he accidentally pregame gets tripped by a reporter and he's out there, I don't know. It wasn't me. It was
I don't know.
Report, you know. So, oh, man, you were awesome. Thank you for coming on. Hope
I appreciate you.
Come back at some point, and you know, we're pulling for you and rooting for you.
I appreciate y'all for having me on y'all show.